Welcome to episode 154 of the Fully In It podcast. How is your summer going so far? Or if you are one of my Southern Hemisphere mamas, are you cuddling up for winter? It always fascinates me just how different it is to know that we are experiencing radically different seasons depending on where in the globe you are. So when you listen to this, I will have just completed a road trip with my 3 kiddos, and we're going to be gone for 3 weeks. And at the time of this recording, I'm a little nervous. I'm excited. I think this is going to be an incredible adventure with my kids, but driving them by myself with the dog is going to be a whole other thing. So definitely wish me luck. Now, we're continuing our summer series where I am sharing both your favorite as well as my favorite past episodes. These are the ones that you want to listen to over and over again. And today's episode is no exception. If you are at the very beginning of your business, or maybe you've been in a bit of a slump, you're going to especially love this episode because it is focused on signing your first or your next client. It is so incredibly simple. And when I break down these steps for you, you are going to feel such a sense of release and peace and calm wash over you. So if that sounds really good, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Welcome to Fully In It, a show for moms who know they are called to so much more. Join me, Kate Saffel, a life and a business coach, and a woman on a quest to show that anything you desire for your life is truly possible. This show is about going fully in it for you and the people you love by showing up powerfully in all areas of your life. Join me for weekly episodes that will inspire you to follow your intuition, lead with integrity and heart, and create the life you've always dreamed of. How is your week going so far? I got an amazing night of sleep last night. I actually had dreams. I've heard that that's like a good sign, as if you are dreaming. And I woke up without my alarm clock. So today is already off to an incredible start. And I really hope that it is the same for you. And if it isn't, that listening to this episode is going to inspire and encourage you so that by the time you get done listening, you feel your day turning around. So this episode is for you if you are an entrepreneur and you are wanting to sign your very first client or make that first sale, sell the first product in your business. We need to talk about how this actually happens, and that even when you want to sign a client, it is different from being ready to sign a client. Those are two totally different things. Here's how to know that you are actually ready to sign your first client in your business. And let's be clear, you could be in day 1 of your business, or you could be 3 years into your business and still waiting to sign that first client, make that first sale, that sort of thing. Time isn't a determinant of success. So here's how you know that you're actually ready to sign that first client. And that is, you believe that you can. It is as simple as that. Now notice, I didn't say you need to have a professional website. You need to figure out your branding. You should have a perfectly nailed media strategy or the perfect offer figured out and created. If you're focusing on these, then it's probably because you are believing that your actions create results and that it doesn't matter necessarily what actions you're taking, but that as long as you take the actions of what you see externally as a successful business owner, that this is going to also create success for you. However, your actions are a result of your belief. So actions that are fueled by doubt, uncertainty, scarcity, or a lack of true commitment will not create what you want. This is why you can see people who have it 100% together. They are presenting online super professionally. They paid for the well-designed website. They have the branding photos. They have their colors figured out, right? Like everything is done just right. And yet no one is buying. And let me tell you, I have been in the online business industry for many, many years, and I meet a lot of these people who were told you need to invest tons of money in the beginning to have these elements, and then success will come. Or maybe you're someone who has paid for a certification or a training, and you thought, once I do this training, that is going to lead to clients or sales. And now you're scratching your head wondering, where are my people? Then we have the example of the person who has no website. Their social media is all over the place, right? Like it's not cohesive. And somehow they're completely booked out with clients, right? And you're left scratching your head like, okay, how is that even possible? Obviously, these are generalizations. And I want to be clear that I am not saying that presentation doesn't matter. Visuals do matter. They communicate who you are as much as your words communicate who you are. But you need to be honest with yourself. If you're stalling your business growth by telling yourself that those things matter more than they actually do. And how you know this is true for you is you keep looking for more things to implement, to fix, to strategize, to invest in, and you aren't actually making offers for people to work with you. Or maybe you are occasionally making offers, but it's here and there, and it's not consistent. And then you tell yourself, well, yeah, no one is signing up to work with me, so therefore it must be because my website sucks. Or it must be because I need to get even more clear on my messaging. Listen, I will tell you, my website is one that I know all the web designers out there are going to cringe, but I've done most of it. And I've done most of it out of necessity because when I first began growing my business, and even to this day, if I have a choice of where I'm going to invest my dollars, it's going to be in me, the woman behind the business. So I'm going to invest in my own coaching and getting supported so that my belief is where it needs to be. And then I'm also investing in support for me as the mom, right? Again, remember, we are moms growing businesses, and I have 3 small kids at home. So one of the ways that I have been able to be successful is by hiring people to help me in the things that I just don't have the time, the energy, and the capacity to do. A really great example of this would be my virtual assistant, who is way more than a virtual assistant, and she's kind of like my right-hand woman. You know who you are, and that has been way more worthwhile of an investment to me than having a brand new website. Because the truth is that even when my website was not the best, and even when my social media was, it's been what it's been, it hasn't mattered. I've still signed clients. I have still had a booked out business. So I say all of this to encourage you that you can always make things nicer and prettier and more professional down the road as you have more money coming in because of all of the clients that you signed or all of the sales that you made. The most important ingredient for that first sale, and always, is the self-belief that there is someone out there that wants what you have to offer. So what has always helped me with this is to visualize my network, like my actual community, my friends, people I know. And then I extend from that into my social media network. I think about, okay, I'm friends with all of these people on Facebook. I have this number of followers on Instagram. And I don't have huge audiences, just to be clear. You may follow me on social media. I don't have, tens of thousands of followers. And then I expand that one layer further, and I think about all of the potential clients I have in the world, right? So I work predominantly with English-speaking clients because unfortunately, I really don't know any other languages and my French is not very good, and that would just be really embarrassing if I tried to do that. So I mostly stick, to English-speaking clients, but that's a lot of countries, right? Like that is a lot of countries for me to market to. And guess what? There are moms in every single one of those countries that want to have a better life for their families. And also within that, there are so many moms who also are entrepreneurs because our world is shifting and so many of us are now working from home. So you think about that. My personal network, maybe a couple hundred people. My social media network, thousands of people. Potential clients in the world, millions. Millions. This is the same for you. Is it possible that one person could hear about what you have to offer and need your help? Absolutely. But right now, are you focusing instead on how nobody wants what you have to offer? Like there is something wrong with you, that there are all these people out there with successful businesses, but for some reason, you can't. Or maybe you're telling yourself you're not communicating clearly enough about your offer, so that's why no one is saying yes. Or telling yourself you're charging too much or too little, or your package is too long, or your product needs new branding. Put your attention on what it is you actually want to create, because all of those things that I mentioned don't actually matter if your belief is there. Right now, you want to put your attention on one new client. And each day you're going to ask yourself in the morning, what do I believe is the number one thing that will invite in a client today? You're going to laser focus on this. Secondly, do I believe it's possible that someone could say yes today? And how you respond internally is going to tell you a lot about the level of belief that you have. This will show you what's necessary for you to shift so that you can fully believe it's possible. You do not need to have perfect belief either. I was telling the women in Expand Mentoring membership for moms in business how I still struggle with belief. And I am booked out with clients. So notice there's a total disconnect there. It's your belief is what creates the clients, but it doesn't mean that you're going to have 100% belief all of the time. I still worry about, is my audience size big enough? Or, oh no, maybe I've had my run here with success and now no one else is going to want to coach with me. But do you hear how silly that sounds? Even when I say that out loud to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, Kate, this is ridiculous. Right? No one else is ever going to want to coach with you for the rest of your life. And part of this work is being your own best advocate and punching holes in these silly limiting beliefs that are keeping you from signing a client. So when I notice my belief is in the toilet, I bring myself back. I remind myself of my truths. I choose to believe that women love coaching with me, that my work changes the world, and that there are always new people finding me daily. So what will you believe about you and your ability to sign a new client today? And if you believed someone new was about to say yes, how would you show up right now? Not from a place of hustling to make it happen, but certainty that it's just a done deal. What if there was a way for you to take everything that you are learning on this podcast and apply it to your own home and business? There is a way, my friend, and that is Expand Mentoring Group for Moms in Business. This is a year-long group coaching program, and it is perfect for you if you are ready to make more money in less time without sacrificing your family's values in the process. Head to the links in the show notes and you'll be able to book a free call with me where we will talk about what's happening in your business, your goals and dreams for your family, and a simple path to get you there. Go ahead right now and book your free call with me, and I will see you there.